Hey everybody, it's John from the Hustle Daily Show. Before we get into the show today, did you know that HubSpot launched an AI chatbot that helps you build awesome campaigns at scale with just a few prompts? It's called Campaign Assistant, and it's a totally free-to-use AI tool made for marketers and business leaders who spend hours a day on content creation. Campaign Assistant will transform the way that you build marketing campaigns at scale. Craft personalized emails, ads, and landing pages in just a matter of minutes. Just pick the content type, add the key selling points, and let the AI take it from there. And the best part, it works seamlessly with all of HubSpot's marketing and sales tools to scale your output across email, social, and more. So AI your way into the most effective campaigns yet at HubSpot.com/campaign-assistant.
Howdy, folks. We are back after a long weekend. It is Tuesday, June 20th. I'm Jacob Cohen here, and you are listening to The Hustle Daily Show. Today, Pixar's struggles continue. The Disney unit's oxygen supply is running thin at the global box office, and many are asking, is Pixar out of its element? Yes, that is a pun with regard to its latest film, and we will get into this in a bit, but before we do, let's talk about what else is happening in the world of business and tech. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, first things first, more Reddit drama following the company's announcement that it will start charging for third-party API requests and thousands of subreddits staging a strike. Reddit messaged moderators of the more than 4,000 still closed subreddits on the platform, suggesting it could, well, just replace them with new moderators. Meanwhile, hackers are threatening to leak 80 gigabytes of stolen Reddit data unless Reddit stops its API changes and gives them, well, $4.5 million. So a lot going on here. By the way, while the number of daily users on Reddit has had a noticeable but not necessarily critical impact on the company's business yet, data from web traffic analytics platform SimilarWeb showed a real decrease in time Reddit users were spending on the platform last week, with average sessions sinking to 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Say that 7 times fast, which, by the way, is the lowest point in the past 3 years on the platform, according to Engadget. Moving along, today in AI, the Recording Academy ruled that Grammy Awards can only go to human songwriters, though they may use AI voices or instrumentation, but there must be proof a real person substantially contributed to a song as well. Up next, that's a lot. A Canadian Twitch streamer signed a 2-year deal worth up to around $100 million with rival platform Kick, an amount that rivals LeBron James' deal with the LA Lakers. How about that? Also, Internet for All. The Biden administration announced $930 million in grants to improve rural internet access, including the deployment of more than 12,000 miles of fiber optic cable in 35 states in Puerto Rico. And lastly, big money moves. Intel is planning to invest $33 billion on 2 semiconductor facilities in Germany, $4.6 billion on a plant in Poland, and $25 billion on a factory in Israel. And with that, let's get to today's main story. The Pixar struggles continue. In today's newsletter, Ben coined the situation Oi Story. Yes, the Disney unit's oxygen supply is running thin at the global box office, and many are asking, as I said earlier, is Pixar out of its element? Let's discuss. So, the stakes are pretty high for Elemental, Pixar's 27th feature film, which was released this past weekend and which was produced on a more than $200 million budget. But if you've taken a look at the TikTok Consumer Sentiment Index, known more widely as the comments section, the outcome here might have seemed pretty obvious. Top comments on Elemental's recent TikTok ads, viewed by millions and millions of people, include negative reactions like, "The Disney magic is fading away," and others like, "Can't wait to not watch this." And even those like, "It'll probably make $20 at the box office, 21 if they're lucky." Now, by that measure, Pixar won the lottery this weekend, but by most other measures, Elemental failed to build strong chemistry with audiences, opening to $29.5 million at the box office, below analyst expectations of up to $45 million, according to CNBC. Now, Elemental's opening was Pixar's second lowest ever after Toy Story's $29.1 million opening in 1995. That is, until you adjust for inflation. Today, Toy Story's opening would be worth around $57.6 million, 98% more than Elemental's. Now, you might say, hey, aren't all movie theaters struggling these days? And that may have been true for a year or two, but today, they're actually doing pretty well again, post-pandemic. While Pixar has struggled to heat up, other recent animated films like Universal's The Super Mario Bros. Movie and Minions: The Rise of Gru have posted record results, $1.33 billion and around $940 million worldwide, respectively. For Pixar, the hope was Elemental would be a rebound after Lightyear's box office disappointment, as well as a momentary high note after the studio laid off 75 people in May amid Disney's wider cuts. Now, the good news, across the industry, things are looking up for theaters, as I mentioned. This past weekend, for instance, movies grossed more at the domestic box office than during the same weekend in 2019, before the pandemic. The other good news for fans of Pixar, you can expect to see the brand lean heavier into existing franchises like Toy Story, surefire bets in the years to come. And bada bing, bada boom, that's going to do it for us today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Hustle Daily Show. We're a proud part of the HubSpot Podcast Network. Our editor today is Robert Hartwig. Our executive producer is Darren Clarke. We've got a lot more tech and business coverage in our newsletter. If you're not subscribed, you can go sign up at thehustle.co/email. Hope you have an awesome Tuesday. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Let me tell you about a show that I've been loving lately. It's called Entrepreneurs on Fire. It's hosted by the incredible John Lee Dumas. It's available now on the HubSpot Podcast Network. Entrepreneurs on Fire stokes inspiration and shares strategies to fire up your entrepreneurial journey and create the life that you've always dreamed of. I'm a big fan of this podcast. It has energy, it has value, and it's all about learning about entrepreneurship. I was just listening to an episode the other day. JLD interviewed Jay Rogers, who was such a wealth of information. He kind of went into how entrepreneurship chooses you. You don't necessarily choose it, and that failure only happens when you stop trying to win. A lot of gems in this one, so I highly recommend checking out that particular episode along with the rest. So go listen to Entrepreneurs on Fire wherever you get your podcasts. Hey guys, if you listen to the Hustle Daily Show on Google Podcasts, we want to let you know that the option will no longer be available pretty soon. Google is sunsetting its podcast app sometime in early 2024 in favor of YouTube Music, and we want to give you a heads up before it's too late, since that time's almost here. The Hustle Daily Show is available everywhere and anywhere that you listen to podcasts, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you're using YouTube Music, we are there as well. If you're an Android fan, there are plenty of apps like Overcast, Pocket Casts, Player FM, and more. So just search for us wherever you decide to listen to your favorite podcasts.